Facebook family, what are we doing today? We're going to continue our series today. I hope you're with me. I hope you're with me today. So let's jump on board. Say hi. Tell me where you're from. We got lots to cover today. We're continuing our 24-week challenge today. Yes, I'm doing it from home. Why? Because we've got snow here in Alabama. Snow in Alabama. Yes, it does snow in Alabama. So, hey, Francisca, how are you? I'm sure you guys are playing in the snow, too. It's a good day to be playing in the snow. Yes, it does snow in Alabama. So, hey everybody, welcome back to your real estate investing talk show. This is your real coach, Zack Childress, and I am continuing our 24-week challenge. Our 24-week challenge is everything to do with real estate. So we are going to be digging into the real estate game. So Angela says, hi. Hey, Angela, how are you? Let's see here. Steve says, and y'all don't know what to do. And no, we don't. That's a true statement, Steve. We get a half inch of snow, they shut down the whole freaking state. So, yes, until someone slips and falls. Yeah, or we get a wreck. That's so true. Anyways, come on board. We're gonna dig into our real estate investing talk show today. So welcome. Say hi. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what's going on in your world. Are you experiencing snow today? Did you get a snow day today? Are your kids out of school running around like crazy? So. Angela says, look happy for cold weather to help kill some bugs. Okay, I can live with that. I can dig that. Killing some bugs. I'm good with that. Not a problem there. All right, let's see here. Altanya says, hey everyone, first time here. Everybody give Altanya a big hi for showing up to the REI Success Academy family and being on our first real estate investing talk show with us. So listen, if you guys and you're trying to figure out what is going on here, well, whoa, let me not do that. We are coming to you every Tuesday and every Wednesday at 1:30 Eastern time zone. What does that mean? That means that we do a show. Usually we do it in the studio in the office. But today, it's a snow day. I'm working from the home office. We are coming to you every Tuesday at 1:30 Eastern time zone. Why? Because I want to bring you value, I want to help you grow your business, and I want to lead you down a path to success. I can do that through our Facebook Live channel. It allows me to touch so many people that I wouldn't normally be able to touch, and it's part of your growth. It's part of you being able to excel and grow your business. So what I've done this year, if you've been with me at all last year, we did a lot of amazing trainings on our Tuesdays. And our Wednesdays is our 1:30 Eastern time zone Dig Deeper. Yesterday we did a Dig Deeper on, or not yesterday, but last week we did Dig Deeper on Who Moved My Cheese, man. Great book. You should read it. Tomorrow, I'm going to dig deeper into 9 things leaders must do. It's a book written by Dr. Henry Cloud. I love reading both of these books at the beginning of every year. So if I'm going to embrace them and I'm going to read those books, I encourage that you read them too. So last Wednesday was our Dig Deeper show on Who Moved My Cheese. Tomorrow is our Dig Deeper show on 9 things leaders must do, which we all know this is your year to be a leader. It's your year to invest in you. This is your year. This is the year that you set all the excuses to the side and you just make it happen. So that brings us back to today, right? Tuesdays. What are our Tuesdays live shows? So if you're brand new and you're just with us, you're trying to figure out what's going on, my name is Zack Childress. I am a real estate coach and a real estate investor, and I'm coming to you to help you grow your business, okay? So what I've decided to do this year was unfold a challenge for you. And you can only participate with the challenge if you show up, right? Half the battle is showing up. It's getting in the game. It's being part of it. It's participation, right? So I commend all of you that are coming back and back and back again to learn the challenge. And so what we're doing is we're going to have a 24-week challenge where I'm going to break down a component of this business every single week for the next 24 weeks. Well, actually now we're on week 2, so there's only 22 more weeks. So, but I still want to answer your questions and help you. The topic today is getting ready for the business. What are the tools that you might need? What are some of the systems you need to put in place? What do you need or what do you don't need, right? That's the question. So I'm going to talk about that today. Let's see here. Let's see. Antonio says, everyone first timer. All right. Toby. Toby's in the house. Toby says, hey, it's Toby, and I'm here also, guys. Good job. Roderick says, good afternoon. Francisca says, hi, Altanya. Don says, hey, Zach, good to see you as always. It's good to see you too, Don. I'm glad you're with us, man. Hey, listen, I'm going to jump into this, and I'm going to get us rocking and rolling in just a little bit. But, hey, I want to make sure that any of you have any questions. You're on the Real Estate Investing Talk Show, but we're doing it from the home office and not the studio. So if you got questions, let me know. Shout them out. I'm going to go get a phone charger for my phone and plug it in so I don't go dead, but give you some time to write down some questions, okay? Right, I'm back. I'm back, as they say. I'll be back. I'll be back. For all my Californians out there, there's your governor. Whoa, what am I doing here? Whoa, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I doing here? All right, I'm plugged in. I shouldn't lose you guys now. So, hey, anyways, welcome to the home office of Zack Childress and REI Success Academy. I got my new vest on. Yes, that's my new vest. I think I saw somebody say something. Who was that? Jill, I like your vest. Jill says I like your vest. She ordered it for me. I like it too, actually. It's not purple, even though it looks like it's purple in that video. So, Toby says, hey, everyone. Nino Zoka, if I said that right. Hey, oh, Nino Soka. Nino Saka. Thanks for helping me with that. Rudy says, hi, Zach. Hey, Rudy! Hey, how many of you are going to be here this weekend? Hopefully the snow will be gone by then. We got a big day Saturday and a big day Sunday with some of you guys. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited. Rudy, I know you're coming. Steve says, how do you avoid the pitfalls of emotion when you are purchasing a personal residence? Oh, that's a good question, actually. That is a good question. So, all right. So how do you avoid the pitfalls of emotion when you're purchasing a personal residence? Well, I can give you the very clear answer, and that is it's not a personal residence. It's an asset. It's an investment. Whether you live there or not, it's still temporary, right? I don't never look at a property that I live. Like, I love my home. I have a gorgeous home. I have a great backyard. I got a pool. I live in a great neighborhood across the street from a park the kids can play in. I love it. I call it my home. But it's an asset. I'm not going to live here forever. I'm going to I'm going to do improvements while I'm here. I'm going to create the value, and as the market goes up, I'm going to sell this thing and move on. So emotions are only dictated when we allow it, right? Can we control emotions? Absolutely we can. Ask people all the time that come out of bad relationships, right? They control their emotion. Why? They put a guard up. They don't allow themselves to feel the affection from someone. It's the same thing in business. When we come out of a bad experience in business, we put a wall up. We don't want to experience it anymore. Well, that's a control aspect. So when you're looking at real estate, the problem is you're still looking at a piece of real estate as a home. I get it. We want a home. We want somewhere we can live and lay our head down and be comfortable. But it's still an asset. It's still a piece of real estate. It's still a tool that allows us to build wealth from, okay? So don't be confused just because you live there that it's not an asset. It's always an asset. So that would be like if you're going to go out and look at a rental property. You're not going to go into that rental property and say, oh, I really love the color. I think I'm going to buy it because of the yard. No, you're not. You're going to buy it because it's going to make you money. If you look at the property in which you're going to live in the exact same way, you'll remove the emotion. Did I let my kids help me pick this house? Yeah. I gave them 3 houses to look at. I said, here's the 3 houses I'm looking at. Which one do you like the best? They picked this one, so I bought this one. But I never had the intent to stay in this house forever. Never. I won't ever have the intent to stay in a house forever my whole life. Because here's what I know. I'm going to be bored of it sooner or later. Or it's going to build a ton of equity in it, and I'm going to want to sell it to get that equity so I can go reinvest it. That's just the way I look at it, right? And because even people say, well, Zach, what about when you get older? Well, when I get older, I ain't going to live in it forever. Hopefully at some point I'm going to go off to vacation land and get put in some type of assisted living and, have, bingo night and have Carly Sue bringing me my lunch and my dinner and, hanging out with Jim and Bob and running the halls, right? Like that's my vacation land. I don't plan on staying in a house forever. So they're all assets to me. Every one of them I owns assets. So that's how I remove the emotion from buying real estate, even if I'm going to live in it. That I never look at it from a point of view that it's permanent, right? It's never permanent. So, Steve, I don't know if that helps you, but that's my answer. So, Jill says, Rob says hi. What's up, Rob, dog? Rob, you home on a snow day? Rodney says, I am. Oh, Rodney, you coming to the 2-day? I'm going to see you in a couple of days then. Steve says, makes sense. Thanks, man. So treat it as an investment still, not long-term. That's right. And here's the thing. You might be in it long-term, and that's fine. I have investments that I hold for 13 months just so that I get out of the short-term capital gains, right? And so it's all investment. It's an asset. It's an asset. It's an asset. It's an asset, right? It's an asset. Rudy says, do you still have silver tickets for the conference in February? Ooh, that's a good question, Rudy. I don't know. I wanted to say, like, at the last week we had like 2 or 3 of them left. But I would just suggest we have some student advisors in the office. Not everybody's in the office today because the snow day, everything shuts down. Oh, jeez, I'm getting a 1/4 inch of snow here. Let's shut down the whole state. So, but I do have I got some renegades. I got some hardcore people that are in the office right now. They don't care about no stinking snow. So call the office, Rudy, 707-247-4248. Pick up the phone, call the office, and ask them if there's any silver tickets left. So that would be a very, very good move for anybody that's coming to our event. Speaking of that, Rudy, that's a good segue before I get into the training today. We have a live event coming up, and it is coming up fast. Look at all them hearts coming across the screen. I love that, man. a live event coming up, and it is coming up in February 9th, 10th, and 11th, and it's in LA. We are literally almost sold out of this whole thing. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's only like 5 or 6 actual tickets left for the whole thing. So anyways, that event, I'm going to be there. My partner Ian Flanagan is going to be there. My partner Andrew is going to be there. And we have the original shark from Shark Tank coming in. And he's going to be there, Kevin Harrington. We're all going to be there sharing how this business works. I'm actually relaying out the agenda this week for this event. We're upgrading the event. We're changing some of the training because why? The market changes too. So our events are always changing based on what I'm finding out and what's working, what's not working. And the other side of it is we got Kevin Harrington there. This guy has produced $450 million in a net worth, and he's going to come in and talk about why it's important to be in this game, be in this model, and how taking action right now is powerful in this market. And he's going to talk about how he built that, and Ian's going to talk about his story and how he got to where he is, and Andrew's going to talk about how he raised $500 million in private investing money and how he's done hundreds and hundreds of transactions, how he's out there right now flipping, wholesaling contracts for commercial properties in apartment complexes, and how he's making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 assignment fees. Let me tell you something. We're changing the game, baby. It's 2018. You need to be at this event. You need to be at this event. If you want to get tickets to that event, I just suggest you call the office. It's the fastest way to get your seat secured. 707-247-4248. Call that office number, and I've pinned it to the thread here. Jill had wrote a comment with the phone number in it. Pin that in there. Call the office. Get tickets to the event. Get a silver ticket. And see what's available. I can tell you right now, not everybody's in the office. Like I said before, I got some troopers in there, though, that are literally probably going to get snowed in. But they were dedicated to you guys. That's why they're there. So you got to give them credit for that. So Toby says, hey, Zach and Jill. Hey, Toby. Jill said, Rob wants to know how much capital gains would be on a short-term investment. Well, that is a tax question that you need to talk to your tax advisor. Disclosure, I'm not acting as a tax advisor. I'm not acting as a legal advisor. I'm not acting as a CPA, and I am not giving you financial advice today. So that is not a question that I can answer. Because your tax bracket is different than my tax bracket, but short terms is different than long terms, but there's strategies that you can use based on your income level that will help you decipher how you should move that real estate. So Don says, do you have a list of different ways to start looking for properties, and how do you zero in on certain ones? Absolutely, Don. There's over 40 different ways to market to properties, free and paid, inside the 30-day fast track. Don, if you do not have the 30-day fast track, you absolutely need to pick up the phone and call 707-247-4248. You absolutely need to do it. That 30-day fast track is by far the course that's going to get you to where you want to be when it comes to knowledge base and systems, tools, and strategies. There's no way around it. But there's one manual in there called the Lead Intake Manual. And under marketing, there's over 40 different ways to market your business. So I don't have all the time in the world to go through every one of them today. It's not part of our 24-week challenge. It's coming up. It's one of the trainings we're going to be talking about down the road. But that course will skyrocket you, Don. I would highly suggest that you do that today. Just call. I don't know who's in the office. I think Joseph's in the office. Let's see if I can see who's in the office. Let me pull up my camera. Let me pull up my camera and spy on everybody. Let's see here. Yep, Joseph's in there. I see Joseph. Looks like he's soloing it in there. Talk to Joseph. There you go. He's in there. He's sitting in there at his desk right now. So give him a jingle. Tell him you want to talk to him about the 30-day fast track. It is the training course that will get you where you need to be. Oh, I see him. He's waving at me right now. He's giving me some waves. He's waving at the camera. That's funny. But he's here. He's here. He's ready to help you guys. So he's in the office. So call him, okay? Call him, talk to him. He's live. He just waved at me. So, and then your other question is how do you zero in on certain ones? That has everything to do with tracking. Everything to do with tracking. So there's tracking, and we talked about this in the 30-day fast track. But there's tracking that you want to do, and you want to track every single marketing strategy that you do. Every single marketing strategy that you do, you want to track it. And what you're trying to determine is what's the cost for the lead, okay? I mean, if I'm paying for marketing, what's the cost to acquire that lead? And then I want to know out of all, let's say I mailed, 2,000 people, and it cost me, $1,000. And I ended up with 10 leads out of that 2,000 batch. That means I'm paying what? $100 per lead. Okay, so my cost per lead is $100. But now I got to track what's called my profit per lead, okay? Meaning that if I take those 10 leads and I only do one deal, right? One deal, and I make $10,000 on that deal, then that means I had 10 leads that I paid $100 a lead for, and I made $10,000. So I'm really what? I'm making $1,000 per lead. So that's how you know with your questions, and how do you zero in on the certain ones? It's through tracking. So I can look at it and say, hey, I'm paying $100 a lead and I'm making $1,000 a lead. I will invest $100 every day of the week, all day long, in my sleep for a $1,000 return, okay? So that's how you manage that. Now, on your free lead sources, what? You don't really have a matrix per dollar to say, but you have a matrix of what's called time. So what's the value of your time, right? If I'm dialing the phone, I'm going to keep up with that. I'm going to say, okay, I dialed for an hour and I accumulated 10 leads from dialing for an hour. What's my value per hour, right? What's my value per hour? That's what you said, okay? What do you want to be paid per hour, right? That's what you think. I want to be paid $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 an hour. Look, you're in control of how much you make and what your value is, right? When you get to a point where you're growing a business, you are in control of your value state. Unless you're in a business like plumbing or electrical, where you have to stay within a price range that is congruent with others. But when you're in an entrepreneurial type business of like real estate or stocks or intellectual property, things like that, you can dictate what you want from it, because it's the value in which you're adding to the business. So, all right, Don says thank you. You're welcome, Don. Hey, Teresa Atkins here. Hey, Teresa. All right, Manny says let the good times roll. 2018 is our year. Never give up. Your buddy from Florida, Manny. Come on down to Florida. We need you here so you can clean up this town. Homestead. Changing my career this year to real estate. Just because of you, my family loves you. Thanks, Manny. That was nice. Wasn't expecting that today. That was awesome, man. Mr. Perez, appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. So, all right. Let's dig in. So the topic today, for those of you that are just joining us, you are on your real estate investing talk show. This is Zack Childress. I am your real estate coach, and I'm a real estate investor. We are shooting this from my home office today. Sorry, we're not in the studio, for those of you that like the fancy studio. But hey, I'm still bringing the message to you. So we are engaged in our 24-week challenge. We're on week 2 right now. So if you missed week 1, you need to go back into the videos in our Facebook feed and watch video 1. It's going to catch you up. And so video 2, our training today, is getting ready. So what is getting ready all about? It's about the tools, right? It's the platform. What do we need in place to help us grow better? Now let me put a disclosure out there for you real quick. Do you need all the tools to get going? Well, no, you don't. And I say that only to parlay into this. If you don't have the resources, then don't say to yourself, oh, I can't get those, so I can't do it. No, But if you have the resources, yes, get the stuff up and going. Get it running now, not later. Because why? It's just going to help your business. It's going to help your credibility. It's going to help your lead flow. It's going to help your automation. It's going to help your outsourcing. It's going to help you to acquire more in the business, okay? But do not allow yourself to become a victim. You understand what I'm saying? A victim to this business. So, what do I mean by that? Well, I'm about to tell you. There is a great quote that my team put up of me. And here's what it says. Blaming others for your losses is being a victim. Blaming yourself for your losses is being a leader. It's hard for some people to understand that. But it's all about the blame game, right? Who are you blaming? Why are you blaming them? So think about that. Florida, good place to visit. Come join us here, Steve says. Antonio says, I've experienced a series of events in the past 9 months that have been life-changing. I see how the market is changing and growing where I live, Philadelphia. Is there a way I could get started and take advantage of the growth with no income, poor credit? It's hard to put myself out there, but if I don't let people know my situation, they can't help me get into position. And if I'm not in a position, then I'll miss the opportunity. Whew, man, you wrote a book here, didn't you? If I miss the opportunity, I'll remain stuck. No, man, stop saying that, Tanya. It's not about if you miss the opportunity, you'll remain stuck. It's just, here's the thing. This goes back to what I say all the time. Live in a state of abundance. Live in a state of appreciation. Live in a state of not expecting anything, but being open to everything, right? Write that down. Not expecting anything, but being open to everything. When you live in that state, what happens is you're constantly aware of all opportunities. Listen, when one opportunity goes by, guess what's coming right behind it? Another one, right? Another one, especially in real estate. Another one, another one. People always say to me all the time, Zach, why do you not get in bidding wars? Because there's another opportunity coming. It just is. Real estate, there's more opportunities in real estate coming every day than most people even believe. So change the way you think about that, Altonia, because it has nothing to do with losing the opportunity. It has everything to do with being aware, right? So don't expect anything, but be open to receive everything. I hope somebody wrote that down. That was a pretty good little statement I made there, wasn't it? Be open, be embraceful to everything in life, man. But don't expect anything, right? That's where people get let down. Listen, I teach 4th grade ministry at my church, okay? And I'm in there Sunday teaching 4th grade ministry, right? And we're talking about, we're talking about the Bible, right? And I'm teaching them about this idea of expectation, right? And how expectation is what really kills us in anything, in business, relationships, anything. It's the expectation that we think somebody else should be a certain way. The expectation that someone, because they have all this, should give me some of it. The expectation that because I work hard, I should get something for it. The expectation is what kills us, right? It's the expectation that literally ruins relationships. And it ruins you in business, the expectation, right? So you have to remember, don't expect anything, but be open to everything, right? Be open to receive everything, but stop expecting. So when I read something like this that says, if I lose the opportunity, I'm going to be stuck. That means that I see that you're living in an expectation world, that you expect the opportunity to save you. The opportunity is not going to save you. You're going to save you, not the opportunity. The opportunity is just a tool or a stepping stone to get you to the next opportunity. And if that opportunity goes by, there's another one coming in its path. So you got to remember, don't expect anything, but be open to everything. I really got to write that down. That's a good one. I just came up with that, right? But I'm big on the expectation thing. So, must take 100% responsibility. You are absolutely right. Toby says, there's something terribly wrong with my internet. Okay. All right, Toby. More out. I'm sharing and logging back in. Okay. Rudy says, amen. Toby says, I'm off again. Altonia says, true. Jill posted a number. So anyways, that's another message. I need to really make a quote out of that. Jill, if you're watching, write that down for me. Don't expect anything, but be open to everything. That's like the hashtag we're going to be like using. I get in these little one-liners, right? I try to remember them all, but I can't. So anyways, let me get back on topic here. I got off on a little side syndrome there. So let's dig in here, okay? Live in a state of appreciation, not expecting anything, but being open to anything. I like it, Don. I like it. So let's talk about getting ready. So what are some of the things that we need to think about when we're getting ready? Well, when we're getting ready and we're building a foundation, right? We're building a foundation. Some of the things that are going to help you become better at what you do is tools, systems, right? So let's look at it from a point of view. What's the biggest thing that we're going to need for systems? Marketing. It's it. Look, I don't need systems and tools to do research, right? I just need websites. I just need to be able to go to my agent. I need to be able to go to Zillow and Trulia. I need to be able to dig up data, right? When I'm analyzing, what do I need? Well, I could use an Excel sheet. I could use a calculator and a sheet of paper, right? I can analyze numbers. When I'm negotiating, do I need systems and tools? No, not really. I need to have what? I need to have a voice. I need to have a phone. That's what I need to do. I need to be able to voice what I want to say and how I can help that seller over the phone, right? When I convert, do I need systems and tools? And I mean systems as in technology, not systems as in, SOPs, standard operating procedures. So I want to make sure we differentiate systems versus procedures, because all of these need procedures, right? That's why you follow a lead intake. That's why in our 30-day fast track, we have an entire lead intake manual in there that teaches you how to have a process to all these components of the business. But when I'm converting a seller who says yes, or if a seller says yes and I'm converting them into a contract to move into escrow, do I need systems and tools? No, I don't. I mean, I could use like DocuSign, right? We could write that down. DocuSign. I could load my contract in there and send that out. That would be a tool, right? But when I close it, right? But now let's say that the seller says no inside negotiations and I move them into a converting phase. Do I need systems and tools? Yes. Yes, I do. I absolutely do. And here's why. Because I need that seller to say yes eventually, and I don't want to keep following up with them manually. So I need systems and I need tools, right, to be able to plug them into it to keep that follow-up campaign going. So what would that tool be? That tool would be what's called a autoresponder, known as a CRM. You could literally go to aweber.com and get it for like 19 bucks. Aweber, A-W-E-B-E-R, Aweber. So on the converting side. But then if we go all the way back to where I was at in the lead intake, the one thing that I skipped over was what? Marketing. Because marketing is where really all of this systems and tools come together. Because it's so powerful. Marketing is like the thing that you've got to have in your business. Without marketing, you're dead in the water, right? Without marketing. But then what if someone says, yes, Zach, marketing sounds great, but I don't have money to be spending on marketing. Well, you're still going to market yourself. How are you going to do that? Well, you're going to make phone calls, man. You're going to get on the phone and you're going to dial. We're going to dial for dollars, baby. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be dialing for dollars, okay? But even then, what do I need? I need systems and I need tools, right? I need a phone. That's a tool. I need a phone. I also need systems. I need the ability to put that lead into some type of autoresponder. So let's go through this. The first one I'm going to talk about is autoresponder. You absolutely need an autoresponder in your business. If you don't have the $19 a month to get it, it's okay, right? But you need to acquire it eventually, and here's why. Because the autoresponder, also known as the CRM platform, is by far one of the easiest things to set up that's going to give you advantages really above anything else. Above anything else. And what do I mean by that? Because here's why. The autoresponder allows you to keep up with all your contacts. If you have buyer leads, they go into your CRM system, which is Aweber. If you have seller leads, they go into your CRM system. If you have agents that you're working with, they go into your CRM system. Mortgage brokers, they go into your CRM system. You can even break up your sellers from people in foreclosure to out-of-state owners to burned out landlords to probate to inherited. You name it, you could bring all over specifically for my business. And so that's the value of having a CRM system. So, you still with me? I hope you're still with me. State of appreciation. You there? Talk to me. Let's see who's still with me here. Live in the state, that's right. Joseph says, don't expect anything but embrace everything. I think I captured it. Laugh out loud. That's awesome. So I love that. So the CRM system basically plays out in buckets. Okay, it's in buckets so that you can add all your contacts in and make sure that you're following the process of controlling those leads. Okay. So what does that really break down into? That really breaks down into the understanding that I now have one platform to keep up with everything, right? And the other side, what a CRM or an autoresponder service does, is it gives you the ability to do broadcasting, email. So like anytime that I get a property, and I've got a property that I want to look at, or I want to send out to my buyers, I can easily go in there, build a flyer of that property, and then I can hit submit, and that flyer is going to fire off to those buyers that I tell it to go out to. Okay, that's the beauty of that. The other beauty of the autoresponder is that I can write a series of emails that just basically trickle out to that prospect. Autoresponder. That's what. And if you have the 30-day fast track, I've already written them all for you. I've already written all of your follow-up or your emails for a solid year. You just have to load them in. So if I've got a for sale by owner, I put the for sale by owner lead in, I connect it to the autoresponders that say autoresponders for sale by owners, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Literally every couple of weeks, that seller gets an email from me, whether I'm in bed, I'm on the beach, I'm hanging out with the kids, I'm playing in the snow, whatever the case may be, they're getting an email from me saying, hey, have you sold yet? I'm still interested in buying. It's like hiring someone in your office to do nothing but follow up with people. And if you understand the power of follow-up, then you know that money is in the follow-up. That's what you know, okay? The other thing that a CRM and an autoresponder is going to do for you is it's actually going to allow you to build what's called web forms that you can stick into your landing pages or websites or anything, really. So when someone comes in to put their name and email in, their contact information goes right into your Aweber account, your autoresponder, your CRM. They're all the same thing. And it will start to trigger emails to that person to say, hey, look, are you interested in selling? Are you interested in selling? So keep that in mind. So that's another great tool. Websites. You need websites. Now, listen, back in the day when I got started, we were having to pay $4,000 to $5,000 for a website. Now, you can get a website for $97 a month. And you can get several of them. So it's not that websites are as little of value anymore. It's just there's more people producing them, right? And you can get them a dime a dozen out there right now. Do you need a website? You don't need it to do the business. Should you have one? Yeah, you should have one. It's your credibility. It's where people get to know who you are. But you should never have a website without what's called a landing page. A landing page is very important. It's just a one page that basically maybe has a video on there that says, look, are you trying to sell? Are you having a hard time getting rid of your property? Does it need work? Are you facing a divorce? You know, are you paying 2 mortgage payments and this property's taking you down? Are you a burned out landlord? If you'd like to sell, put your name and your phone number and your email address into the box below, and we'll reach out to you and talk to you about buying your property. Literally, that's a landing page. It's just a video, maybe some bullet points on how you buy, and then a box over to the side that says name, phone number, email, submit. And that's what they do. Or it could say name, phone number, email, property address, you know, why are you selling? How quickly do you want to close? How much do you want? Submit. You could, that's what Aweber will do. It'll build that form. You can have it ask those questions. So now you're getting a lead that's automatically going into your CRM system, plus it's emailing you. And the beauty of the landing page is when you have the landing page, I don't know if I can draw this out for you. Let me see if I can get my art hat on here for you. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. We'll see. So one of the things that you learn in marketing is, can you see that? Yeah. One of the things that you learn in marketing is that you never give anybody your website. You always give them the landing page. So the way that works is this is your landing page. It's got a video, an opt-in box, some information right there. You send everyone to your landing page. Once they opt in, Aweber will automatically redirect them into your website, okay? So if you wanted a visual of that, that's what it looks like. So we send everyone to our landing page. Everybody goes to the landing page. Why? Because I want to capture their information. That's like the most crucial part of it all. I want their information, okay? Once I have their information, then I let them go to the website. Then they can see all they want. But as soon as I have their information, now I can market to them. Now I can follow up with them. I can see what's going on. We can have discussions. There's all kinds of things that we can do. So that's the landing page, hand in hand. Landing pages and websites go hand in hand. Know that, okay? That's part of your tools. The other thing that you need to start thinking about is direct mail companies, okay? So what's a direct mail company? Well, a direct mail company is somebody that's going to send the direct mail. I don't know. What's ListSource? ListSource is a direct mail company, right? You go to ListSource, you find ListSource is the list broker. A direct mail company would be like U.S. Printing. It would be like Click to Mail. Click to Mail is a direct mail service. U.S. Printing is a direct mail service. Yellow Letter is a direct mail service, but they want you to buy their list and their yellow letter. I would not suggest buying their list. I mean, their yellow letter, sure, not their list because everybody buys it. But those are direct mail companies if you don't want to do it yourself. Now, when I first got started, I believed that we should handwrite everything. That was what I believed. And so I used to go down to the little nursing home in Vallejo, California, right there off of Solano. And I'd go in there and I'd pay anywhere from 10 to 25 cents per envelope that the residents there would sign my name on the letter, stuff it in the envelope, sign the address, sign the return, lick it, stick it, stuff it, as we say, and then I'd come and pick them all up. So it was all handwritten. That was something that I did. Why? Because then it looked more personal, and they enjoyed it. It gave them something to do. Some of the ladies in that place, and men, they hadn't had visitors in several years. But that's another way of thinking outside the box to get the job done. So, but direct mail companies are those. You also need to be thinking about like list brokers, okay? And this is on the paid side of things. So when you're going to get into paid marketing, you got to get into list brokers. Why? Because list brokers are going to be like ListSource, 1-800-DONE-HEAL, US List, like The Red X, that's another one. So these list providers are absolutely crucial to you, okay? Because when we get into paid marketing, direct mail by far is one that you can actually control and scale. You have to get into it. You have to. It is a tool and a system that we have to put together to then deploy marketing on the paid side of things. The other thing, if you're going to be doing this in other markets, is you need to get a company on board like wegolook.com. It's important that they build a relationship, or you build a relationship with them, because you need them to go look at real estate for you when you're out there in the world. Other tools and systems that I always suggest is Google Docs. I literally run multiple companies, millions of dollars of companies off of Google Docs. Spreadsheets off of Google Docs, evaluations off of Google Docs, P&Ls off of Google Docs, trackings off of Google Docs, performances off of Google Docs. I mean, you name it, I'm on Google Docs. Why? Because I can access it through my phone. I can access it through my phone. I can be anywhere and pull it up and look at it through my phone. And that's why I like Google Docs. Plus, it does Word, Excel, you name it, you can load it into Google Docs. If you're not using Google Docs, you need to be on Google Docs. It's literally probably one of the longest tools I've used in my business is Google Docs. So you got to embrace that. So when we're talking about getting ready, right, with tools, these are some of the tools. Now, are there lots of other tools? Yes. But some of the basic tools, remember, I'm just trying to get you guys started here. Advanced stuff comes down the road. But getting started, these are some of the basic things that you could get started with. Now, the other thing is you need if you don't have it, you might want to call the office and talk to Joseph, because I think Joseph's the only one in the office. Let me check the camera again. That I don't see anybody else in there. Nope. So he can talk to you also about the offering software. It's a tool that allows you to load your properties into this thing, set up your offering campaign, set up your follow-up campaign, and literally walk away from it, and it will literally make offers for you on an ongoing basis. It'll just keep making offers while you're going to dinner with the kids and hanging out and doing whatever it is that you want to do. It's just going to continually make offers for you. That's the power of the offering software. So that's another great tool that you can have in your business. So when we think about it, there's the tools and systems, right? I'm not talking about processes today. We're not talking about SOPs, standard operating procedures. We're just talking about tools and systems, right? You need tools and systems for marketing, and you need tools and systems for converting no's into yeses after the negotiation phase of the lead intake process. Those are things that we need. If not, we got to do it all manually. All manually. Which I don't suggest that you do that. So, just to get you going there. Don says, I'm still with you, Zach. Good, Don. Steve says, yes. Tanya says, still here. Hey, listen, I want you to put in here, if you actually have some of these or any of these or one of these in your business, I want you to type it in the comment box, what you might already have. Like, I have a website, Zach. I have a landing page. I'm using list brokers, or I have a direct mail company that I'm using. Type it in so that I know where everybody's at on this stuff. And if you don't have any of it, type that in there too. Type in, I don't have anything. I want to see what we're working with here. So let me see what we're working with here. You guys want to see some snow? You want to see some snow? Look, this is how much snow we have to get for them to shut down Alabama. Well, would you look at that? Can you see that? Look at that. That's what happens to shut down Alabama. All right, you guys still with me here? You guys still with me? I don't know if you guys can still hear me. I dropped my phone. Yeah, that's pretty freaky looking right there. All right, well, listen, I'm going to have to call this one to an end then. I got to work on my phone here. So I wish you guys... I'm going to try to get my phone working again and get back on for tomorrow. The Dig Deeper show is tomorrow. So I hope you got some value out of today, and I look forward to reading all your comments and your feedback and really talking to you about what tomorrow's show is all about. Remember, 2 things leaders must do. I'll talk to you guys soon. Sorry for the phone issue. Bye now.